All right, folks, welcome back to part 2 of our Remembering Ozzy segment. Obviously, due to time constraints, we were only able to get to the top 10 Ozzy songs, and as promised, we are going to go through our top 5 Black Sabbath songs for each of us, and so you will probably notice a difference in our entire. That's just because, again, we did this yesterday as one long segment, and due to those time constraints, we moved it to today. But we didn't want to leave you empty-handed by just going straight into it. But yeah, Tony, thoughts?
No, let's go straight to it.
Straight into it.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start with my top 5 Sabbath, Tony. And I kept these strictly within 3 albums. I didn't do anything more. So for my top 5, I have Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. And I didn't really listen to that song until about maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago when I was just going through one of those like weird deep dives into bands. Mm-hmm. And I really like that song. And it's from an album that I never really heard of until I discovered it. But then number 4, Snowblind. That was, I think that's off their Volume 4 album. I believe it's just about cocaine. I think it's, I think that's what it is. I mean, I'm not an expert, but like, I feel like there's only one way to interpret it, and I like the music behind it. You could tell it was this entire list of Sabbath. You can tell that this was definitely the Ozzy era. Mm-hmm. And then my top 3 are all from the same album. I've got number 3, Iron Man. I personally I understand the cultural significance of it. Do I think it's a little dorky at some points? I don't know. It's a good song. Number 2, I've got Paranoid. I think that one was tough. Ranking Paranoid at number 2 just because I like the guitar work. I like the immediate feeling whenever you hear the song. If you're in a car, you know you're about to get a speeding ticket. I can't explain the feeling. But it was between that and War Pigs. I have it 1. I feel like War Pigs is the ultimate Black Sabbath song. Sends a clear message about how they feel about certain things while also incorporating this great song that, it has a good build up. And I really feel like Ozzy's vocals really bring it home. And a great cover by T-Pain.
Yeah.
Fun fact, T-Pain covered War Pigs. It wouldn't have bad. But, Tony, you're a much better Ozzy listener than I am. I wouldn't call myself a casual. I imagine 3 of those names on that list, people are like, oh, of course, like, this guy doesn't listen to anything.
Yeah, and I mean, I might even get flack because a lot of 3 are still pretty big hits for Ozzy. So, I mean, if the song is good, the song is good. Mm-hmm. And really the way I kind of did my list, there are some songs that are really good, but are to me just overplayed, and it really loses the allure of it. Okay. So that kind of gave me when I was ranking it, it probably could have been higher, could have been lower, but due to the amount of radio play that it gets, and depending if it's a really good song that I enjoy every single time, or if it's like, I'll listen to this for a little bit and then, skip to the next song or something like that. That was a little bit of what I was going through as I was making this list. So to start at 5, I chose Children of the Grave. And actually, I'll go with my 4 as well, Into the Void. These 2 songs to me speak of what is to come in terms of the genre heavy metal, especially Into the Void. Void goes through so many different sections that you hear the different eras of metal and where it's going to go, from whether it goes to thrash to speed to power to death to all sorts of stuff. Like it has groove to it. It has sometimes it has speed. It changes it up so much, and even progressive metal too of the changes and everything. And I think those 2 songs in particularly showcase how great the rhythm section of Sabbath was. They were just so solid and so different at the time that it shows, like no wonder that, a certain group of people would listen to it and latch on to that and want to do more of that, opposed to, the music that was out at the time with, and no offense to the Beatles or Rolling Stone, and everything like that, but that's in particular genre, in particular style, and Sabbath was so different, and truly, there's no denying like the pioneers of their own genre there in heavy metal. So where I think we get to number 3, NIB being the first one that I heard. I immediately, again, heard it for the first time and wanted to know who's the singer, who is this band. My second one is Iron Man. And yeah, you had Iron Man you had Paranoid as number 2, right? Where did you have Iron Man?
I had Iron Man at 3. 3, okay. Just because I think it deserves its respect, but I don't respect it as much as Paranoid or War Pigs.
Iron Man, I love the bridge. In fact, that's one of my favorite things about metal. But in particularly what Sabbath does so well is just this exciting bridge to the end. And Iron Man has one of my favorite ones, and the guitar work and everything like that.
That's you're. What was it? You were talking about how like some of the songs that you felt. I mean, you've got to leave out either Paranoid or War Pigs, at least for one, because you talk about songs being overplayed. Is Iron Man not overplayed?
To me, if I'm listening to it on the radio and it's the first half, I might stick around. But if it's at the bridge on, I'm listening to the end. And that's the weird fine line that I've kind of placed myself in.
Just for historians out there, the best time to listen to Iron Man was after it came out and before Robert Downey Jr. got casted. Because once that movie came out, you could not hear it anywhere.
Yeah.
So that's my argument for it being overplayed. Is I think Marvel hijacked it.
Sure. And it makes sense. But anyway, to my number 1 pick out of Black Sabbath, War Pigs. Yeah, it's too good of a song to not put as one. And yeah, there's just the dynamics of it all, the sound, the guitar work, the cool bridge. I mean, it has everything that I would want in a song. And yeah, I mean, I think where we do agree. So yeah, War Pigs.
Why didn't Paranoid make your list?
To tell you the truth, I felt that it probably would have been right before NIB, but after listening to Into the Void and Children of the Grave, I find myself wanting to just be a little bit more historically significant. Like Paranoid is great, but it's also very, very simplistic, very straightforward. And I'm, and that's fine and everything like that. I just know that if I were to put these 6 songs together, I would probably listen to Paranoid last as a all right, it's a good song. It's a great song. I mean, I put it in put it in my top 10 for sure, and probably right at 6. But that's just about it in terms of why I didn't put Paranoid there.